How are you?
Doing great. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great as well, and I'm so happy you're having me on your stage. I appreciate it.
Yeah, me too. Hey, no problem. You're welcome. So, what's your name and where are you from?
Yeah, my name is Sued, and I'm from Bangladesh. And recently, I've been working at convenience shop for 2 years. My dream is to be an English teacher, and I wanna speak like native speaker. It's my dream. How? Yeah,
Ah,
that's it.
I love it. I love it. So, you said your name is Sweet? Is
Yeah,
that right?
sweet. Yeah,
Sweet. That's an awesome name. I love it. And you're from Bangladesh?
yeah, yeah.
Wow. I don't know if I've met someone on here yet from Bangladesh. I think you might be the first.
Yeah, maybe.
That's
Yeah. It's in
nice.
Asian continent and it's next to India.
Okay. Sweet. That's awesome. So, how long have you been learning English for?
Actually, I've been using this app for 27 days.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Nice. Have you been learning English since you were young, or how long have you been actually like learning English?
yeah, I've been learning English from my academic, school, but I've been learning English for 4 months seriously.
Hmm.
Yeah, seriously, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so just throughout school, you were taught English, and within the last few months, you really been
Yeah.
focusing on it. And nice.
But I've
That's
been
great. Yeah,
learning
your English is
English in
good.
childhood, but it wasn't for speaking. It was just pass the exam.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, definitely. I think learning English in school. Hey, thanks so much for the flower, the sun. Learning English in school is so much like different. I feel like than
Yeah.
actually trying to learn to be able to speak and communicate. So
Yeah, there is no experience to speak.
yeah, yeah. Except for practicing. Yep, that's awesome. So you want to be an English teacher?
Yeah, I want to be an English teacher and I want to speak like native speaker like you. How do I imitate
Heck
you?
yeah.
How do I improve my accent? I follow American
Yeah,
accent.
so I always tell people I really think the best way to improve your speaking and improve your language ability in general, so listening and speaking, is just to
No.
watch a lot of movies and a lot of shows in the language that you want to learn. So it's really, really good to immerse yourself in the language as much as possible. So the best way to learn is obviously to be in the country
Yeah.
where you want to learn that language. But most people can't do that, and that's okay. So what you can do is just make the country around you, basically, by always watching English movies, always watching English shows, listening to English movies, listening to podcasts with native English speakers, whatever you can to get as much input, as much exposure to the language as possible. Because then you start hearing how they pronounce things, you hear how the flow of the language is, and you just start picking up on a lot of things like that. So I would really recommend that. Just immerse yourself in the language as much as possible, and you
Yeah.
should, start seeing an improvement even more. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
So do you want to teach English where you live, or do you want to move somewhere else?
Yeah, not really. I wanna teach in different country. Yeah.
Okay. Where?
It could be anywhere. And online as well.
Oh, online?
Yeah.
Okay. That'd be really cool. So if you could live anywhere in the world, where would you want to live?
Mm, the USA.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where in the US would you want to live?
It's California.
Oh yeah, California. Yeah, that's popular.
Yeah.
Nice.
So where in the USA do you live right now?
I live in South Carolina.
Oh.
South Carolina. Yep. Yep, it's pretty far from California, but yeah, that's cool. So what are some of your interests, some of your hobbies? What do you like to do for fun?
Uh, like watch two movies and play cricket. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
And
How long you been playing?
yeah, go.
What's that?
So I try to watch movies every day, and it's not gonna be helping me. My accent. I'm not satisfied with my accent. I think I need to improve more on my accent. Yeah.
Yeah. So one thing you can do, I don't know if you do this already, but there's a concept called mirroring or shadowing. Is when you hear a native speaker speak a phrase or certain words, and then you like can pause the movie or pause the show, and then you can speak it right back. So if you hear someone in a movie say, "Hey, look over there," you can pause it and then just say, repeat to yourself exactly what they said and how they said it. "Hey, look over there," and you just try to match their accent and match, exactly what they said. But it's difficult. I mean, it's hard to, especially if you've been speaking for a while. It can be really hard to correct an accent. But yeah, I think the more exposure you get to the language, the
Yeah.
better
And you
better
know
you'll
what?
be.
I'm weak in explaining something. How do I do that? How do I explain something?
Say that again.
So actually, I'm weak in explaining something. Like if someone asks me, "How is it? Can you please explain about it?" But I cannot do that. Explaining something. How do I do that?
Just explaining
Yeah.
anything in
Anything.
general,
Yeah.
like
General. Anything like place or like country or your favorite food. You know.
ah,
So I think
yeah, I guess that
yeah.
you feel like do you feel like you don't know all the right words, or
Yeah.
what do you think it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I need to learn more vocabularies.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tricky. I mean, I honestly, I just think, and I can't speak from experience for sure because I'm still in early stages of learning.
Yeah.
The only other language I'm studying is Japanese, and I've only been studying it for like 10 months now. But a lot of people I follow in the language learning community who've gotten really good at a certain language, a high level,
Yeah.
they learn primarily through immersing themselves as much as possible, watching shows, watching movies. But you could always make flashcards. There's applications you can use like Anki and different flashcard services you can use that can help you kind of memorize vocabulary and things like that. But it's tricky. I mean, you seem to be doing a pretty good job so far, so keep it up, whatever
Yeah.
you're doing.
Thank you. I
You're making it
appreciate
work.
it. And uh, you know, to be an English teacher, what qualification do I need in different country like the USA or maybe another country?
Yeah, so hang on. Tina, thank you. I saw the sun. Thanks so much. Appreciate that. To be honest with you, I really have no idea. I don't know what it takes to, what requirements it would take to be an English teacher.
Yeah,
I would
like
assume
yeah,
some background in, studying the English language might be through school, but I mean, there's a lot of opportunities now, like there's tons of different apps. I mean, there's online apps and online services and websites where you could, look into and try to sign up to be a teacher. But yeah, to be honest, I couldn't tell you. I'm not sure,
yeah.
what all the qualifications would
How
be
about
to
TESOL? Do you know anything about TESOL? TOESL? TESOL maybe.
TOESL.
ESL. Yeah.
I don't think so. What is that?
It's kind of like IELTS, maybe, yeah, for teacher training.
Okay, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, that'd be cool. That's a good profession. So that's awesome. Hey, well, sweet. Listen, I appreciate you coming on here. Thanks for chatting
Yeah,
with me. I
it was
enjoyed the
really nice
conversation.
talking to you, and I appreciate you're having me on your stage. It's really good. So,
Yeah, you're welcome.
so
No problem.
good night. Take care of yourself.
All right.
Bye. Yeah.
Yes.